Where you from? Man, I'm from down in the valley.
I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough. Tony with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, built the sling up.
You mean like San Antonio? Nah, man. Farther.
Got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA. All the kids
V's up, player.
Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight.
Let's start the show, Wattis.
All right, what's good, DITV fan? And today we have a hooper, right? So I like talking to hoopers. A guy from Harlingen South headed to Missouri Valley College to continue his basketball journey. One of the leaders of the Harlingen South Hawks team last year, who had a huge year, 30-8 record. Welcome, Tony Cantu from Harlingen South. Welcome to the show.
What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing?
Good, man. I want to say thank you for doing this. And before we go on, I always like to say congratulations, right? Because
Thank you so much.
yeah, I've been in your shoes before, and it's hard work, my boy. I know that you did a lot of things that people don't see to get you to this level, and just want to say congratulations to you and your family because it's a big deal, and I'm here to celebrate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. It means a lot to me.
Yes, sir. Well, you're at Harlingen, guys. So I told you before, I grew up in the Valley a little bit. In seventh and eighth grade, I was there in Fair Park playing basketball every day. Right. I lost a lot of weight. I was nice and skinny back then. So I definitely like basketball. And so we're going to start with a segment we call Start, Bench, and Cut. So I'm going to give you three different things. You tell me who you're going to start, who you're going to bench, who you're going to cut. But it's basically just ranking them. Right. So I want to see your basketball stuff. Right. So Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, or SGA? Who are you going to start? Who are you going to bench? Who are you going to cut?
Like, this is a hard one. Okay, so I feel like I for sure think I gotta go with. Damn, this is actually a tough one. I think I'm gonna start Kobe for sure because
Yeah.
something that Kobe has that like. Well, I mean, I think Steph Curry has it. But I don't know about SGA. It's like Kobe's mentality is just like it's completely different from everyone else's. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna go get it. He's gonna go do like what he needs to do. And for the bench, I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go Steph Curry on the bench.
Okay.
Arguably the greatest point guard of all time. I think the greatest point guard of all time. He changed the game in so many ways.
Oh yeah.
Like the new players now, like it's more all outside the arc than like inside. And then that means we gotta cut SGA. Even though SGA
Got
is a
to
hell of
do
a
it.
player, I think that's my list.
I agree with it. Kobe, and fun fact, I think I told Justin Salazar, I was at the Kobe Bryant 81-point game in the
Actually,
building. Yeah, we were up in the Raptors, but me and my future wife went to that game. So that's a fun story. In my garage, I still have the ticket stub.
that's cool, bro.
So I'm a big Kobe fan, and I agree with you. Steph did change the game for the better or worse. It's in the middle because obviously I like the offensive part of it, but I like defense.
Oh yeah.
So I think he changed the game with his 3-point shooting, but he also changed the freedom of movement game a little bit. So it's good and bad to me, but I agree with you. So who's your favorite player of all time outside of these guys?
I would say probably Kyrie Irving. I've just loved watching Kyrie Irving ever since I was a kid. Like I don't know, it's just I kind of like looked up to him like ever since I was a kid. Like I always wanted to play like him, like move like him. He's just like a general out there on the court.
So shifty too, man. Like
Yeah,
his change of pace. Like
for sure.
I don't think he'll beat anybody in a race. But the way he changes pace and then his ball handling. So I agree with you. He's a great player. All right, the next one I have for you is fast break basketball, half court offense, or full court press.
That's a tough one. I would say like full court press, as in we're on defense, or like getting full court pressed.
I think if you're on defense, I think I want to see what kind of defensive shots you have.
I would say full court press. So at South, like we took pride a lot in our defense. Like that was our main thing there at South, and I think that's what led us to so much success. Is we would just straight up defend teams. So we would go trap people like whenever we would see their backs or like if they were to cross half court, like right as they cross, because there's those two extra defenders
Mm,
with half court and sideline. So we would just be running and jumping like a lot. And I think that's what led to a lot of our success this season.
okay, so you're the big pressing team, and how about fast breaking? That's also, when you press, it leads to fast breaks, right?
Yeah. Well, fast
I
breaks
get
is a
it.
big like a lot of stuff comes from fast breaks. Like a big part that my coach tries to focus on is especially like transition defense. Like because my
Mm,
coach would like really focus on rebounding. Like he would really like rarely like if you were to give up an offensive rebound, you'd come out of the game. So
it's
like
over.
he would really like on transition defense. We would work on that a lot.
Good. I mean, it worked. I mean, you guys had one of the best seasons you guys had in a long time when it comes to that. So Harlingen South really stepped up. I wanted to talk about one other one: road game, home game, or rivalry matchup. Which one do you like as a player?
I would say rivalry matchup for sure. There's just nothing compares to that the crowd and the energy in a rivalry matchup. Like knowing
Well,
you have all your fans and support behind you.
you got one natural rivalry, right, with the Harlingen Cardinals. What was your favorite moment from that rivalry?
Honestly, just the atmosphere. I mean, that's a preseason game. I think that's one of the best preseason games you can get because like it's a playoff atmosphere. Everyone's loud. Everyone's like into it. It's just a good experience.
Yeah, another fun fact. I was there. I lived here when the Bird Bowl just started the first year. So I was here, I think it's 93 or something, but I lived in Harlingen when it happened, man. And that rivalry was a lot more how can I say it? There was a lot of drama when I was there. I think it's calmed down a little bit, but that's one of the best rivalries in the Valley.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I'm glad you said that. So let's talk about your story a little bit. Basketball obviously is a sport that takes a lot of hard work. When did it become serious, and what was it like growing up in Harlingen as a basketball player?
Um, it was kind of hard growing up in Harlingen as a basketball player because there's always those people saying like how hard it is to like go play basketball at the college level, like coming from the
Mhm.
valley, because we may not have as much size or all this stuff. But I don't know. It really started for me. Like I would say, probably going into like middle school. So like coming fresh out of Boys and Girls Club in fifth grade, that's when it really started like getting pretty serious. I started getting into it.
What do you think separates you as a player?
Um, I think my passion for the sport, like, and my competitiveness for sure. Like I really hate to lose. So like I'm gonna really give it everything I can to make sure like to put my team in the best situation to get a win.
Yeah. Outside of obviously the thinking of people saying that basketball is hard in the Valley, what's been the hardest part about your journey as a basketball player?
Um, I would say probably just like the height difference at the higher levels. Like me being like a kind of shorter, smaller guard, I have to use like my speed and like my quickness to the best of my ability, so I can get past those higher like defenders and get my like be able to get my shot off. So I feel like that's just the hardest thing for sure.
Are you focused on a mid range game, or are you all about the 3-point shot?
No, I have a mid range. I feel like I can kind of do most of it. Like I think I can finish pretty well. I can shoot the ball in the mid range, and I can also shoot the three too. So
Who's been the biggest influence on your basketball journey?
I would have to say I say probably my mom. My mom's always been there for me in my basketball. Like she would coach me through all Boys and Girls Club, and she really taught me the game. She was the one who introduced me to it, and I just fell in love with it ever since I was a kid.
Was she a hooper too, or did she just love your son and did whatever you did she was going to do?
Nah, she was a hooper.
All right, all right. What kind of stats we looking at? She have any high school stats she brags about for me, or what's her stats looking like?
I know she was more like a volleyball player, I think, but I don't know. I know she was good at basketball, but I forgot if they went far in the playoffs or not. I know she would tell me, but
What obviously you're going to Missouri Valley College, which we have in the background. What made that school the right fit for you?
Honestly, like just being able to go up there with some other Valley people is just like it's something that I couldn't pass up. Like being able to go experience Missouri with some dogs from the Valley, just go up there and show them what the Valley has is like it's a great experience.
Who else is going? I know you, and I think there's one other player. Who else is going?
So right now it's me, it's Cade Lopez from Wesco, it's
Ah, nice.
also Mason Lopez from PSJ North, Eric Cantu from Vanguard, and I think Judah Rios might go for Mackay, but I'm not sure about him yet.
Man, that's fun. That's fun. I'm gonna have to find some of these games and watch the Valley Boys play, man, because I didn't know all you guys were going. So I
Yes,
know
sir.
I knew about, I believe, Lopez,
Mhm.
Cade Lopez, but the other ones I didn't know. So tell them we got to get them on to celebrate, man. So if you
Yeah,
talk to
for
them,
sure.
let them know to hit me up. What are you working on as far as your game before you get to college?
Um, a big part right now for me is just I have to get in the weight room. I feel like I need to get more size, like more weight. But as far as like my basketball game, I'm really working on like my handles, my shot, and just being able to finish through like contact.
Are you big in the contact and finishing? Are you one of those guys that gets your shoulder into the chest and throws people off balance?
Yes, yes. I feel like that's a huge part, especially when you're like driving hard and you're able to get them even just a little bit off balance, so you can come back and get your shot off. That's really all you need.
I know earlier you said Kyrie Irving, and I think he does that also really, really well because he's not the biggest dude, but he's a great finisher. And a lot of that has to do with making that one move, right? Getting them a little off balance and then being able to get that shoulder into them and then being able to go on the offhand. So it's a lot of times it's not about the size, it's about how you play. So I'm excited for you to show that. Next thing I want to do is go over some rapid fires. We'll have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, sounds good.
What's your favorite basketball shoes? I want to see what kind of kick game you're talking about. Don't say
Um,
Under Armour. Don't say Under Armour. Please don't say
oh no,
Under Armour.
I would say my favorite basketball shoe is probably Kobe sixes or Kobe fives. I like Kobe fives a lot too.
Okay. What color?
The Bruce, the white variant for the Bruce Lee's probably.
Yeah, those are nice. What's your favorite pregame song? You don't have to say the lyrics. I just want to know the song.
Um, I don't really like have a. I don't think I have a favorite song. I just listen to a lot of like. I guess like Drake. I don't know because I'm a really big Drake guy. Like, and I feel like Drake has like a song for like every type of like mood you're in. So I feel like Drake gets me going.
How's that new album? He dropped a new one, right?
And he dropped three of them, three new albums. I like him.
Wait, hold on. He's had three new albums?
He dropped three new albums the
What?
same day.
That's insane. I gotta check him out. I gotta check him out. But Drake's one of those guys, though. Like, there's some music you have to listen to it a couple times, and then you're
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh yeah, I like it. I don't think Drake's one of those dudes. When you listen to a Drake song, you know you like it from jump, depending on the beat.
I know. I feel like a lot of people like hate on Drake's like new albums whenever they come out, and then like some time goes on, then they'll be like, oh, this is like really good. And I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like it just
You,
needs to like marinate because a lot of Drake's lyrics, like I feel like you're not listening to him whenever he says it. Like it takes like time.
I'm a West Coast guy. Do you think Kendrick won that battle?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh, it was a good battle. I'm glad they did that, man. That's good. That's, I mean, it's not like they're going to do anything. So I think that was good for music to see that. All right,
No,
next one
yeah,
I
I think so
got.
too.
What's your favorite NBA team?
So I've always been a big Mavericks fan, but I say since I really like Kyrie Irving, like I would kind of like follow him where he went, but like my team was always the Mavericks. So now that Kyrie's on the Mavericks right now, like it just makes it like even more like more better. But I don't know, he's hurt right now. Mavericks did kind of bad this year. We did
I
get
mean, they
Cooper Flag though. Cooper Flag getting
and
some
they got. I,
buckets.
I think they ended up getting a pretty good pick for this year's draft too.
Mhm. I think they're like eighth.
So yeah, and this year's draft is deep. There's a lot of good players in this draft, so I think they'll be fine. The Wizards got the top pick, and they got Anthony Davis. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
So I think they're going to be able to get one of those ballers too, and they're going to be dangerous next year. So both of those are good. How about your favorite basketball movie?
So I would say my favorite basketball movie was probably Thunderstruck. I would always, as a kid growing up, I would always watch that movie. Like I would have that movie on replay.
Really? Okay. Have you ever
Really?
seen Hoop Dreams?
I don't think so.
Check that one out. That's a cool one. It's about two high school players. They track them from eighth grade all the way up to end of high school in Chicago. That's a pretty fun one to watch. That's so put that one on your list. What's your
Gotcha.
favorite gym to play at outside of Harlingen?
I would probably say Bird Dog and Arena.
Oh, why do you like that place? That's a big gym. Why do you like that place?
I feel like just the atmosphere there just really brings like the energy there. You know, it's pretty big, and it also just makes it feel like you're playing on a bigger stage.
Yeah. Yeah. Earlier you mentioned, growing up in the valley, the basketball legacy sometimes is something you have to overcome. If you're talking to somebody out there from the 956, a kid dreaming about playing basketball, what type of advice are you giving them, and how can you help them mentally overcome that obstacle?
Um, I would just tell them to like to just work on moves that they know like are gonna work. Because a lot of kids they just like whenever they're trying to put like work in the gym, they're just doing shots that like they know they're not gonna put up in games. So I would
Yeah.
say put in like actual game realistic shots. Like actually visualize like the defender being there and you getting your shot over him, and then just seeing the ball go in the hoop just builds confidence.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of the well, I mean, basketball trainers do a lot of different things, but when you see people run plays or play, one on zero, and they're doing stuff that you'll never see in a game, you're like, look, you're never going to do that. Like, why are you practicing that? So I agree with that. Well, I wanted to close out. Obviously, I'm a former athlete, right? And I always ask this question to athletes: is how do you want to be remembered when your playing career is over?
Um, Honestly, I just want to be remembered as someone coming out of the valley, not having that much height or lacking height, and just being able to go play like at a high level in college, and just really like representing the valley, like showing everyone what the valley has to offer.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm excited to watch you progress, and you got another fan in me. So I'm going to try to find Missouri Valley College and send me any tape or any links that you can to stay in touch. But I really just want to say congratulations, and I know you're living your dream and being able to get out of the valley and play basketball is a huge accomplishment, my boy. And it's something that I don't take lightly. And I really want you to know that there's people like me that support you, that are happy about it, and we just look forward for you to become the best person you can be. So, wanted to say congratulations one last time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All day, man. Well, thanks everybody for joining, like and subscribe, and just another athlete that's going into the next level to represent us in Missouri, right? I mean, you'll be surprised of how many 956 people around the country, and now we have another one to celebrate. So, thanks everybody for joining. I'm going to stay on for a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit more. But until next time, let's go.
Y'all stay focused, y'all keep working hard, believe in yourself, prove everybody that doubts y'all wrong, show up every day, stay pure, keep your heart pure, stay motivated, stay inspired, show love to your people.